Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, well, because of this comment, I remember I never ignore comments. I'm gonna show you my settings for all my heroes. Please be aware of this. I don't play all of the heroes, so this is just for all the DPS heroes. And if you want to use these, you can. Not going to say that they're going to be really helpful to you, because they probably won't. However, what the heroes I would take from my settings are probably just Widow. And if you want to take someone else's, then that's completely fine. And if you want to take a different heroes from my settings and you don't really like them, feel free to use someone else's or use your own, because that is the best way of getting your perfect settings. Okay, first I will go on to I think it's Ash, because I have made a separate settings video for Genji. So if I go, oh, Ash, yeah. So 60-60, and you could just literally just watch it here. Dual zone, crosshair, yep. 35%, that's nice. And also jump on left bumper. This is the same for all heroes, so make sure you either use that or don't. Hate it or like it, I don't really mind. It's just useful for me, so I use it. Bastion, just literally this. Just take a screenshot of it, whatever. Yep, same. Doomfist is a tricky one. He needs a lot of spin. So I have got aim speed on 95, and also I have a bit of aim in as well, just to slow it down a bit, because 100 is very fast. Default, and yeah, everything else is just the same as everyone else. Echo, I don't play Echo a lot, but I'm not bad at her, so if you want these, then you can take them. Aim isn't also, so her sticky bombs just don't go everywhere. And aim assist isn't, so her beam, when you're actually beaming someone, it doesn't lock onto someone else randomly. And everything else is default. Duplicate sensitivity, yes, 100. You can change that. What this does is when you're using your ultimate as Echo, it will lock onto someone with 100 sensitivity, which is a wide area, but if it's lower sensitivity for duplicate sensitivity, then it will only allow you to press Y or whatever your ultimate button is in that small area. Next, Genji, just obviously these. Default. Hanzo, I don't play a lot of Hanzo. I would not advise using these settings because I'm not a great Hanzo, but here they are. Everything else is default. Junkrat, I do play quite a bit of Junkrat, so take these settings if you want. And yes, also dual zone, I have a lot of aim splitting though, for close range. Everything else is also default. McCree, I sometimes play McCree, and I'm not the worst, but I'm also not the best. So take these settings if you want. There's a lot of aim smoothing as well, but it's not as high as it could be, and everything else is default. Mei, I do not play Mei because, you know, I'm a Genji main. I don't play Mei. These are settings. If you want to take them, take them. If you don't. I wouldn't advise taking my Mei settings. I'm not a great Mei. Again, Pharah, I don't play Pharah. I'm not bad at her, but I just don't really like playing Pharah. So take these settings if you want, and everything else is default. I do play a lot of Reaper, so if you want to take these Reaper settings, I really like these settings. And the thing is, this is on exponential ramp. It's a lot different to dual zone and linear, and this is I just like these settings for Reaper a lot. So if you want these settings, then take them, and everything else is default. Soldier, I do play a bit of Soldier as well, 85, and a lot of aim smoothing, and tiny bit of aim is in. This is just, you can't even feel it, it's just tiny, but it does help when you're trying to aim assist on someone and shoot them from far away. Dual zone, of course, and everything else is default. Oh, well, jump is on left bumper for all heroes as well. Sombra, I don't play Sombra, so if you want these settings, take them. If you don't, I wouldn't advise taking them either. So take them from a pro Sombra player. Everything else, including jump, is left bumper and default. Symmetra, bleh, disgusting. Okay, I don't play Symmetra. I also hate her because of her stupid turrets that just slow you and do all of that stuff. But if you want them, then take these settings. Everything else is default. Torbjorn, I do play Torbjorn sometimes, but these are just default settings. But I do have an exponential ramp, because when he's using his shotgun, this is just quite helpful. Everything else is default. I do play Tracer, So if you want these settings, then do take these. These are quite useful for close range. Far range, Tracer's not very effective, so get to know Tracer first, I'd say, and everything else is default. And finally, Widowmaker. 55-55, these are pretty nice settings. Dual zone, yeah. A bit of aim smoothing as well, and a larger aim assist window size just to help lock on that. And 25% relative aim sensitivity when zoomed, this is quite useful as well, and everything else is default. Okay, so hope that helped, I guess. If you want to use them, then use them. If you don't, then done. I would not recommend taking anyone else other than Genji, maybe Tracer. Actually, I'm not right. Maybe Tracer, Widow if you want. And yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say. Reaper, Soldier maybe. Because I actually played those heroes. And yeah, so I hope these helped. And if you want to see anything else, put it down in the comments. I will make sure to read them and reply, because I always do. And yeah, hope this helped you guys. And I'll catch you guys next time.